you're a new real estate agent, it can feel like you're standing at the base of a mountain, staring up, wondering how you'll ever reach the top. But I'm here to show you something. Success in real estate isn't just about hard work, it's about developing a mindset that aligns with your long term goals. So, what I'm talking about today is breaking down the steps to change your mind from a mediocre or average mind to a real estate mind. If you have a real estate mindset for sales, then you can go far. Real estate as an interconnected system. Now, when you're first starting out, it's tempting to treat each task as a separate item on a checklist. But if you want to make a real impact in this industry, you have to see real estate as a complete interconnected system. Every call, every client interaction, every open house, these aren't just like checklist tasks. I did it. They're threaded together, they weave together your business as a whole. And those that have a real estate mindset, just like those that have $1 million mindset or a billionaire mindset, they think about systems and how they interconnect within each other. One thing is just not in this box, and another thing is not in that box. For example, people that work for government is a perfect example. People that work for government, they only work in one department. And if they resolve the issue or you go to them with a problem, they can only work on that issue that department solves. So they can't see the whole picture. They can't see you as a whole person. They only can see you as a segmented person. And even if you work for a corporation, it's the same thing. You're segmented into different departments. You're at the accounting department, the marketing department, the technology department. When, if you're thinking about it as a whole, they all interconnect into the bigger picture for profits or for cash flow for that business. But if you're in an accounting department, you may not understand, you probably don't understand marketing. You don't understand technology to a certain extent. You don't understand security, cyber. All you know and all you were hired for, unfortunately, is to work the accounting system. But if you're the CEO, you look at all of these departments and you know that they breathe the life of the business, that they all have to work together. And the CEO's job is to make sure they flow together and that they connect seamlessly. So the same thing is in your real estate business. It's no different. It's the same thing. Your real estate career is a real estate business. So if you think you're working a job, then you're already failed from the beginning, because real estate sales is not a job. You get paid commission. So you get paid only on the work you do for your clients. That is a business. As an employee or working a job, you do the work, you get paid. You may get paid, by the end of the week, once a month, bi-monthly, bi-weekly. Some day workers get paid every day, but they get paid. They do the work, they get paid. And as a real estate salesperson, you may do the work for 6 months, 18 months in new construction and not get paid until the end of that process. And you can actually do all of the work, let's say in new construction or commercial sales. You may do all the work for 18 months and never get paid. That transaction falls apart for whatever reason. And that is the difference between an employee and a business owner. So think like a business owner. Make sure, to the best of your ability, give it your all 100% to the best of your ability to make sure the transaction closes. because that's payday for you. That's cash flow for your business. And that feeds the funds to do technology, to do processing, to create systems, to do marketing. And if you think like that, if your mindset is structured in that way, then you will be very successful with your real estate business. So, what I want you to do is think of it as a puzzle. Each piece you put in place adds to the bigger picture. The more you see how each action plays into a larger journey, the more powerful you become. This is where purpose meets progress and your path becomes crystal clear. It's undeniable. Now, I travel the country. I fly out to you. If you call and say, Deb, I need your system. I created a system in real estate. It's called the Fierce Formula. And what I do is I travel, I fly out to you if you need help setting up your real estate career, or if you're stuck and you're a seasoned agent and you're stuck and you're just, you've lost your way because somehow those interconnected systems went off track. And I go out to you and I get it back on track. I spend 2 days, 10 hours per day working with you. And now I've even added an additional 3 days for me to go on the listing appointment with you, because I realized that I can help you with one problem, which is generating leads. But then what do you do with the lead once we generate it together? I created an entire system where I spend a longer time period with you so I can help you with those interconnected systems. So, day one, we spend time on lead generation. Day two, we spend time setting up the system. Day three, we spend time going out and getting that lead turned into a client. And then day four, we work on uploading the information into the systems, the technology that's involved. And day five, we work on a follow-up system and anything that we may have missed or set to the side prior days. And on top of that, I follow up to make sure those interconnected systems don't fall off track again. And I keep you on pace for 1 year. And I noticed that when I'm doing this, the first day, the first few hours, the real estate agent is thinking like an employee. Well, I have to go to trainings for 10 weeks before I can actually get on the phone and call. No, you do not. You do not have to sit in a training session from 9 to 6 p.m. for 10 weeks or whatever the amount of weeks that the broker tells you to, because this is your business. You're not an employee. You are a business owner, and you're just working with the brokerage as a financial conduit, funneling your commissions through them. And obviously, you have to follow the rules and the procedures. But sitting in a training session for 10 weeks is not putting cash in your pocket. That broker is not paying you as an employee. So if you think like an employee, you'll say, okay, great, I have to. No, I pull back that mindset and focus you back on becoming a business owner. Now, let's move on to the second section of what I want to talk about with you while you're developing this real estate mind. It's a real estate mind. It's different from any other, and it's completely different from an employee mindset. And the second concept I like to talk to you about is called the power of consistency. So the power of consistency means building momentum. So look, most agents underestimate the power of small daily actions, but consistency is the secret to building unstoppable momentum. It's not about giant leaps, it's about taking steady, purposeful steps every day. Think of it as putting bricks in place one by one. Just like building a house, you have to have a foundation. And you put one brick here, one brick here, one brick here, and before you know it, your brick is all the way up to the roof. You're not just working, you're building something solid and unstoppable. Consistency brings credibility. It determines whether you show up every day. Your reputation grows, your network deepens, and you become the agent that people trust. You become that go-to agent. And that's the magic of staying the course and put it in the work daily. Moving on to the real estate mind and what we're creating and how you can put all of this in perspective is real estate is a people first business. It's a relationship building business. Here's the reality. Real estate is about people, not just properties, homes, land, commercial property. No, you're not selling a house. You're helping someone find a home or helping them transition from one life chapter to the next. Your responsibility is to understand your client's needs, their fears, and dreams. When you truly see things from their perspective, you're no longer just an agent looking in the wind. You're their guy. You are the guy. You are their person. So ask yourself, and I really want you to ask yourself, what are my clients really going through? The answers you find there will transform how you serve them. And let me tell you, when clients feel understood, they remember you, they trust you, and they come back to you and you alone. Not your broker, not your brokerage. They come back to you. Okay, we're moving right along. We're building the foundation of a real estate mindset, a real estate mind similar to a billionaire mind, a millionaire mind. We're different. Our minds work different. And it's easy to program this. You just have to stay focused on programming it, on building it so that your mind thinks outside of an average person or a mediocre person or an employee. So number 4 is mastering the fundamentals, the bedrock of your success. So let's get real. You can build a skyscraper on a shaky foundation. Real estate requires that you master the basics of knowing your market, understanding contracts, and being a skilled negotiator. These fundamentals are your foundation and they're non-negotiable. When you've got these down, you become competent, confident, and credible. So imagine you're working with a developer and they purchase a piece of land that is sinking in, sinkhole. They're like, no, don't worry about it. We're going to hurry up, build this project. We're on a time constraint. Money is tight, on and on and on. You advise them not to move forward, but they build it on top of the sinkhole. And then 18 months later, it's boom, it sinks in and there are no sales. And not only are there no sales, but there are violations on top of that. And probably that builder goes to jail, right? So the same thing can happen to your real estate business. I've seen people go to jail for doing real estate wrong because they have a mediocre mindset, an average mindset, thinking about, I just want to make $1 right now. That McDonald's generation, give me now. I can't wait. I have no patience. That will get you to be average life, right? You're not serving your clients having that mindset. This is your bedrock. The stronger your foundation, the higher you can go. Without a deep understanding of the basics, you're just spinning your wheels. But when you master them, you can take on any challenge that comes your way. Deals falling apart, no problem. I got this. Let me get on the phone with this person, on the phone with that person. Move this puzzle over here, move that puzzle over there, because your mindset thinks about the interconnected, the broader approach, the bigger approach, the knowledge base, the whole, a wholesome, the bigger picture, not departments, not marketing, not accounting, not technology, all of it together. All of it. Skill negotiations, marketing, understanding of contracts, understanding of the rules, the code of ethics, all of that plays a role in building a very strong, solid foundation for your real estate business. We're moving right on along. I want to discuss working smarter, not harder. Busy and all new agents are really guilty of this. Veteran agents or seasoned agents that get off track, they're guilty of this. And because when I fly out, I find this within the first few hours, I find this mistake. Busy doesn't mean productive. In real estate, there's no shortage of things you can do, but there's a shorter list of things you should do. Focus on the activities that bring the results, the biggest results. Follow ups, client meetings, prospecting for new leads. Do that every day. Time block. Do it in the morning between, I say do it all day. If you have nothing else going on, if you have no business, if you are a zero commission, I say prospect from 9 a.m. in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then, you take a half an hour break, take a walk, have a coffee, something that rewards your hard work for the day. And then get back on it at 3:30, check your emails, make some calls and things of that nature. But follow-ups, client meetings, and prospecting for new business, these are the high impact actions that will push you and your business forward. It's easy to get lost in the hustle, but if you're not spending time and if you're not spending your time on what truly moves the needle, you're wasting it. Prioritize, focus, and let go of anything that doesn't add to your goals. Now, I'll share with you a story. So this year, beginning of the year, January of this year, time of recording, we're in 2024. In January 2024, I got distracted. I would say I got lost. It happens to the best of us. I got off track. And I was sitting down and I was talking to someone in my family. And I said, I feel like as if the needle, just somebody stuck a pin in me and I deflated. My excitement, my energy for the real estate business was waning. It was just, it was at a low point and it wasn't my best moment, but I'm sharing with you, I'm being so transparent because it can happen to the best of us. I'm high energy. I do high impact activities, but I was at a level of burnout. And so what I did was partner up with a new agent and I said, I want to see if I can get myself back on track, fall in love with my business again, and see if what I did initially to grow my business, getting 64 listings my first year in the business, if I still had it in me. And if I still had it in me, I said to myself, if I do this and I do it successfully, I'm going across the country and I'm teaching it to others because then I would know that it works in this time and this day and time. And I did it. I was able to do it, get listing after listing after listing within 6 weeks, continue to do it to this day, which is 10 months-ish, 11-ish months later. Traveled the country. I've been to California, New York, New Jersey, North Carolina about 3 times and back, teaching a system. Everyone is doing great, successful. And what happened was what can happen to a lot of us. We get lost in the hustle. We get lost with spending our time on things that are not important instead of spending our time on the things that will have the most impact. So I'm big enough person to say I made a mistake. I went off track and I got myself back on track. And not only did I get myself back on track, but I'm continuing to teach others how to stay on that track with my Fierce Formula system. In any business, and even in life, in institutions, in departments like accounting, marketing, technology, it is all run based on data-driven decisions. And if people are making decisions about institutions, corporations, and departments based on emotion, then it will crumble at some point, or it may not crumble, it just may not work effectively. So data-driven decisions are letting the numbers guide you. Numbers don't lie. In real estate, it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day, but if you're serious about growth, you need to know your metrics: lead conversion rate, client acquisition cost, and closing times. Tracking these numbers give you a clear view of what's working and what you need to improve on. It's just basic common knowledge. When you know your numbers, you're not guessing, you're not emotional, you're not crumbling, you're not panicking. You're making informed decisions based on reality. And that's how you move from reacting to strategizing. And that's where the real power lies. That's boss life, that's boss living. And when we talk about building this real estate mindset, this real estate mind, separating ourselves from average thinkers or mediocre thinkers, employee living, we're talking business building, building a legacy, not just a career. If your only focus is the next deal, you're missing a big picture. Real success comes from building a legacy, something that lasts far beyond one transaction. Every client interaction, every deal, every step you take today contributes to the vision. All right, I'll say that again, contributes to that vision. Keep that in mind, and suddenly everything has purpose. Think beyond the immediate. When you have a vision for your future, you have something that grounds you, drives you, keeps you focused on what really matters. That's where real success lives. Think beyond the immediate. When you have a vision for your future and you have something that grounds you, drives you, keeps you focused on what really matters, that's where real success lives. We're moving along. Great. Becoming self-sufficient before you grow. Before you can lead, you need to know every part of the game. Mastering each role in your business makes you self-sufficient and gives you a deep understanding of what it takes to succeed. This is the groundwork you need before you can grow a team that matches your standards. Learning the whole process yourself means you can set the bar really high. Change and continuous growth is the journey of those building a real estate mindset, separating yourself from the average mediocre employee. Real estate is a fast moving industry. If you want to stay at the top, you have to be willing to adapt. Success in this business is about constantly growing, learning, and adjusting to the market shifts. When you embrace change, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. Never settle, keep learning, stay open, always look for ways to improve. And when you're constantly evolving, you're always ready for what's next. That's the real estate mindset. Separates you from the average, mediocre employee and has you living your life as a real estate. Here it is, the mind of a new real estate agent ready to make a real impact. These aren't just tips, they're tools to building a career you're proud of, one step at a time. I think you're ready to take this journey. What I want you to do is to subscribe to this channel, like this video, make a comment, give me ideas on what you want to learn to help you continue to grow, because I want us as a team to build something incredible together. I want us to change real estate forever together. It only takes a few people to change the world, and you and we're doing this together. So thank you so much for staying in here and lasting this long in a video. I make these videos once a week, and I want you to hang in there and watch the next one. Thank you so much. Much love. Deb Spence.